everybody, welcome to Fresh Out the Box Play Fantasy Age from Green Room Publishing. I am the board game guru and game master extraordinaire, Yeshain.
It's me, Casualty CDG, co-host of Fresh Out the Box, and also Fresh Out the Podcast. If you like movies, video games, and streaming types of things, like, being entertained, if you like being entertained by stuff, check out Fresh Out the Podcast. There are 106 episodes available where all podcasts are available. Find your favorite podcast, and then after you listen to your favorite, listen to Fresh Out the Podcast. That's not what we're here for. It's Thursday, and that means we're playing a Green Ronin Age game, Fantasy Age, Part 2. And I'll be reprising my role as the assassin, the dwarven crossbow assassin. There we go. Cedric of Koath.
I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbinian, a variety video game and tabletop role-playing game Twitch streamer, and I'll be reprising my role as Harzar Steelflame, the orcish, drakish envoy of the Nagami tribe.
And what up, what up, what up? I'm Keon, coming to you from sunny Reseda, California. A little bit of a setting change for you. And I'm reprising my role as Morgiskin, the human necromancer. Emphasis on the romancer.
Hey Gary, did you know that today is our birthday?
No, happy birthday, John. What are we, 3?
Is it? Where did you see the notification, Corbinian?
It pinged me when I was looking at the chat, and it's like, oh, apparently it's your affiliate anniversary. It must have passed since your last one.
Yeah, so it's either 2 or 3. This is specifically since we became affiliates, so it might be 3.
Celebrate the affiliate anniversary with a party hat emote. Bang. Boom. Happy affiliate anniversary.
I remember when people did that for me.
Yeah, I would say this is probably 3. We're probably 3 now.
Cool. Well, happy birthday, man. We did it.
Yeah, man. Oh my God, it's been a ride, bro.
Yeah, it's been right.
Remember when we reconnected because I was on my deathbed after being intubated for like 3 or 4 days and they didn't think I'd come back?
I do. I went to say goodbye to you.
Yeah, then we became friends again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember going home in Austin and Kayla just being like, hey, you know Gary, right? He's about to die.
Yeah, man. For real. That was crazy.
Like, what?
And then we started playing games together again over the summer, playing a little bit of Deep Rock Galactica stuff. We started playing some games, started warming up, started hanging out more. And then I guess it was this time. I guess it was around November, October. I want to say it was the end of October of 2020. I guess we were like good enough friends again. We said, let's kick this off. Let's do the TTRPG thing full time, all the time. Let's slam dunk on them. And then we didn't stop doing that. That's now. It's 3 years later, and sometimes we do 3 shows a week. Sometimes we do 2 shows a week. Sometimes we get to miss a week because life happens. But what, man? Thousands of hours of content. Thousands of games. Yeah. Tons of guests. How many hours with Corbinian and Keon alone, man? This is just awesome. Absolutely awesome hobby. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for being along in the ride. It's a cool moment to reflect on.
YouTube has 383 videos on it.
Yeah, so multiply that times 3, right? Because most of our streams are a 3-hour stream.
That would give a close estimate there. So, yeah.
Say a couple are like 10 minutes, though. We do some shorter explanations. Awesome, though. Totally awesome.
Yeah, it's over Sunday. 1,000 hours, yeah.
Hello, Captain Grimley. Hello, everybody in the chat.
So apparently in 9,000 more hours of running games, I'll have mastered it. It says 10,000 hours to master any skill. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, supposedly. Hey,
I think maybe I've mastered improv. I was improving a long time before we started.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
Corbinian, of all people, you get your mind out of the gutter right now, young man.
I was talking about radio, but all right.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, I'm really good at making my own pickles too there, Corbinian.
Probably talking about angling and fishing, huh?
Yeah, what does that mean? What's up, Sundance Kid? How's it going? We have 2 floating boons to kick off this anniversary episode.
Also, I'm sorry, real quick. Does nobody notice anything different?
About
Nobody
what?
notices anything different?
About your hair?
You're such men. You know that?
I like your hair.
I mean, I haven't turned on my lightsaber yet, so.
I haven't worn contacts in a year and a half. You can see my face.
Oh, okay.
Fuckers.
I mean, just for you to feel better, I haven't looked at your screen the whole time. I've been looking at
Oh, is
other
it
stuff.
the glasses? I thought it was the hair. Is it not the hair?
No, it's not the hair.
No, I did. I guess I don't always do the hair right before, but I mean, my hair is still my hair.
Usually your hair's bigger. It looks
Yeah, 'cause I
cleaner.
just
You
tamed
look
it.
cleaner.
I just
And it
tamed it.
must
Not for
be-
you guys, for my TikTok, though.
It's fair.
Well, here's the thing.
It took
If
3
you-
people for me to post this TikTok, by the way. Sorry, go ahead.
Look, you look good.
Thank you.
That's all I'm saying. You look good.
I appreciate it.
It was
I don't know if
good.
it's the glasses. I don't know if it's the hair, but yeah, I don't know if it's the t-shirt. I don't know if it's the tattoos. I don't know if it's the non-white headphones.
Yeah, John, you look stupid.
Yeah, he does.
Bro,
White
we
headphones.
look more alike
jump.
every passing day, so
Dude, it's so true.
no.
Is that
it's
why you're
really-
bulimic, Keon? Is that why you throw up after you eat it so you don't look
I'm
like
not
Jahan?
bulimic. I do definitely have body dysmorphia, but I don't make myself throw up.
Is it because you don't want
Yet.
to look like Jahan?
Thank you, Sundance Kid. See, Sundance Kid got my back. Game Master,
Sometimes-
a power up.
Y'all
Sometimes
forget,
you
I
look
got,
enough-
I was chubby for a couple years. I think people forget about that.
You were never chubby.
Do you ever look in a funhouse
I guess
mirror
I was.
and think that Jahan is there?
Yeah. Oh shit. Jahan
Mhm.
just
Oh,
got
my
so
brother!
handsome.
Oh shit! Mm-hmm.
Is that handsome Jahan?
My friends just call me handsome.
One time I took a picture of Jahan and I just kind of brought the corners in. You know, I just brought in the width, brought it in, and it kind of looked like you. I'm gonna say, like a thin, handsome Jahan.
Okay, I'm gonna rein
without
this in.
white headphones.
We're gonna get going with the game. So,
Oh,
3
is this not
floating
the game?
boons.
I thought the game was compliment Keon. My bad.
We can play that
Yeah.
sometime. That'd be fun. 3 floating boons, 1 Game Master power up. What are we doing here? So yeah, where we last left off, you had come across a town riddled with plague and a body pyre. Upon investigating, you found out bandits had taken residency in this town. They killed anyone that was sick. They killed people that probably weren't sick, that were getting in their way. They didn't kill everybody. There were still villagers there. They had mixed feelings about you killing the bandits. But at the end of the day, I mean, you did rid the place of evil. But actually, I believe you let them go. So a lot of them just left.
I encourage
Hi,
one
Keon.
of them
Thank
to-
you for the subscription.
Yeah, thank you for the sub. Happy affiliate anniversary.
Affiliate
Happy 3
anniversary.
years of being us.
Let's get that hype train going. No, I'm just kidding. So, yeah, you guys essentially made them retreat. After that, you continued on your way deeper into Yeshain, which, according to the bandit leader, is a hellhole currently. So that's where we pick up. You also lost contact with your friend Solomon, who disappeared as soon as you guys hit the town.
Yeah, let's put that in quotes.
Colleague. Being
What, Corbin?
prisoner, you know.
Oh, yeah. I mean, not really friend.
Hostage.
He was kind of a hostage. But yeah, so you begin your journey again. You travel all day, once again. This is still kind of part of the same day where you guys did all that battling. You're still recuperating. You're still kind of tired. But the further you go away from this town, the worse things get. Yeah, it very quickly becomes apparent that there is indeed something wrong in Yeshain. A lot of dead plants, dry brush, that kind of thing. You can see smoke on the horizon, and you can actually see physically where the sky gets darker from just ash and smoke. And that's where you're headed. On the horizon, the sky is just black. but you continue on your way all the same. Eventually, you will come to a town, another town. This one, small, probably about the same size as the one you were just in. Burnt. A lot of dead, just not recent. It's not. It didn't just happen, but you know, it is a ruin. And you continue on your way, unless you want to stop for some reason. I don't know, in case you want like dead bodies, investigations, anything like that.
We did a lot of that, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the thing for me now is it's getting to the point where, as we get closer to what may be left of whatever capital they have, because I do want to try to figure out what the situation is in Yeshain beyond what bandits may tell me, especially villagers out in the periphery. Like they'll know some stuff, but they won't know the beating heart of Yeshain. But at some point, I'll probably try to get a map to get us to shore, so we can get to take to the water. But for now, it's my thought pattern is try to get to a capital or some major city.
What water do you want to get to?
To the one in the west, the inner sea there, the one between Erevan and.
You're moving away from the capital at that point.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, right? It's like try to get to a big city or a capital, and then be like, and try to get like tangible news from someone in authority, and be like, okay, now I know what's going on.
I think we definitely need to stop in one of these smaller towns for either a map or directions to the capital.
Well, we're tracking tracking that lieutenant, right?
Yeah, if we can grab the lieutenant, that'd be ideal. But if they vanish into the ether, you know,
I mean,
that's
it seems
kind
like
of a secondary. That's like a side quest that we can mark as our active quest right now. Our active quest,
the main quest,
or Binion's character's active quest, is to collect information for his tribe. So that's
right. But didn't we kind of surmise that lieutenant had something to do with it? That she was the one that. So
like we get a lead on her. If we get a lead on her, that'd be great. But if we're told the capital of Yeshain is a smoldering ruin, it's like at some point it turns into I need to report back what's happened. That Yeshain's basically ripped apart. Like the initial signs are not looking good right now of traveling forward.
Yeah, by foot.
We don't have great information. Right
on
now.
Foot, it would take weeks to get to the capital. Just for the record, you were not close. But odds are there's going to be more towns before that, anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys will continue. We'll fast forward a little bit. We'll do some traveling. We're not going to do the, what do you do today? What are you going to hunt? What are you going to eat? That kind of stuff. You guys, for right now, game is scarce. Foraging is hard. So you guys are going to be eating your rations. But we'll say 3 days will pass, and you guys will not see a living soul. Not even an animal. Like, you'll see nothing for 3 days. Might be a little disheartening.
Are you sure that they said this was the way to the nearest town? This is supposed to be a highway?
That's what it looks like. The road doesn't look all that old from the glance of it, but for all our traveling, we should have run into somebody these last few days.
We're not seeing any like corpses or burned down stuff. Literally just
as you're
empty.
As you're walking, you'll see ruins, smoke, maybe a corpse here or there. Yeah.
Just for conversation's sake, what season is it?
Getting towards it's probably entering autumn at this point.
No one should be holed up for winter this early. These roads should still be well traveled.
Mm-hmm.
They should be. You're not wrong. But yeah, you guys will continue 3 days. You'll eat, sleep, and travel. That's all you'll be doing. During that time, if you want to have done anything of interest, or you need to, like, I don't know, read a book or make a potion or whatever, let me know, and I can make stuff like that happen.
I will try to, with my more open senses about the arcane and how much I've learned being around Morgus so much and learning more about magic. I'm going to try to see if I can see any telltale signs that magic is active in the area, that maybe there's something beyond just mere illness and disease, that there's something else in the air.
Okay.
Through like an arcane lore thing or something like that.
Do you have arcane lore now?
Yep.
Cool. Go ahead and make that roll.
I'm slowly marching to a different specialization because I've maxed out marked.
Fair.
You can do that?
Yes.
You can do multiple. Yep.
You could start one specialization and then go to the next one immediately. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Which is really cool. Arcane lore 15. It's not bad. You're looking around. You're looking at these runes. You're looking at the sky. The color's off. Everything's kind of weird. There is some sort of haze in the air that points to ambient magical energies, for sure.
Thank you, Penguin. Thank you, and welcome.
Penguin, thank you for the happy anniversary. You've guided so many on a long road of adventure. May your cup runneth fun. Thank you very much, buddy.
A long road getting from there to here. Sorry, I had to say it. Anyway.
Yeah, Corbinian. I want a boon Corbinian. I give him another one.
For baby.
Another one.
Wouldn't have it any other way, buddy. But yeah. So.
Yeah.
You can see the evidence of magic being in the air all around you. And you can see in some of the runes you've seen marks carved into places. And the only reason why I'll tell you what they mean offhandedly is because you already know, you've already seen it, and you've already deciphered it. You see runes to the demon Prax, the demon god of plague. Not everywhere, not all the time, but every now and again you come across one. It's not like you're not coming across villages that look like they were sacrificed to him. You just see it like carved into a wall here or there.
Like it's not hidden away in some cubby hole in some altar. It's like on a street wall.
Yeah, it's like someone tagged it on the wall. Yeah, you see it carved into. Yeah.
I'll point those out to everybody and mention. Yeah, there's magic is very. I'm noticing, not that I'm a mage by any means, but from what I've learned, there's signs of magery and demon worship of some kind. I'm beginning to wonder how much. I'm getting to heavily suspect that this is just some sort of demonic incursion.
Yeah.
Last time we saw these symbols, we were in that, whatever that prison was, just before we learned about Lieutenant Renka. These are probably our best bet to lead to her.
Can I say what I'd like to be doing on this little journey?
Yes.
I have one question. Do I still remember I tripped balls in that prison? Do I still see people's souls?
I forgot about that. Yeah, you kind of see hazes. Yeah.
Is that kind of a permanent thing, or is it still wearing off, or like what's the deal with that?
It's a semi-permanent thing.
So and I said this, I purposely saved like a little bit of that potion or whatever so I could analyze it, and maybe I want to kind of like do an amateur, do my chemistry thing just to kind of try to understand a little bit more of the nature of that,
Sure.
on the journey. I can do whatever role you would like.
You can do.
I can do.
You can do arcane lore as well, or if you have a medicine skill, or alchemy or anything like that.
Something intelligence for sure.
We'll do arcane lore. Let me see this. Nothing crazy. We haven't been booned, have we?
We have two.
There's a floating
boons.
Two, yeah.
I don't want to. I mean, we're not even in combat or anything. I don't want to waste it on
It's
this.
okay.
But...
It's not a waste if you want to.
All right. I
feel free to use it because that might be a useful potion to learn about.
It might be. So I'm gonna reroll that one.
And there will be more if we need them.
It's a 17.
So 17, baby. Wait, you know what that means though is 6 stun points, right?
Yep,
7 stun points.
Yep.
Hey, there we go. So I'm gonna do definitely the one that gives me extra information, and I need to pull up the other ones. So yeah, tell me everything about this shit.
Yeah, you definitely got. You definitely succeed enough to get some information plus your extra information. So yeah, let's see, 17. Yeah, you pass a formidable check there. So I'll give you a formidable amount of knowledge about it. So the first thing you'll notice, so this is not this. It's a black ichor. Like it's thick. It smells kind of pungent. It was hard to drink. It's like, I don't know if you've ever drinking thick water. It's like a thing you can buy. It's very upsetting, but it's
I don't
kind of
like
like
that.
that consistency, and it's just not a
Water you can chew.
yeah, it's not palatable by any means. That's the first thing you understand about this. The second thing is it's not like you don't know the bases here. Like it's weird. You're having trouble identifying ingredients. You're having trouble with anything like that. There definitely seems to be some sort of hallucinogenic component here. You experience that, but what gets you is you're looking at it. You put it up to some light at some point, and you're able to see there are things in it moving. Small amounts of things moving.
Like what kind of things?
So because specifically because you spent some points on additional information, it kind of looks like blood. It kind of seems like it's blood.
But like alive blood?
It seems like it's still viable.
So
It does not seem like it's human blood.
If I wanted to recreate it, I probably couldn't because I would need whatever that kind of blood was, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Cool.
If it's some sort of
cool.
magical blood, that'd be
Is it demonic
someone
blood?
with heritage blood or Drakish blood because they have magical blood as well.
It does not seem to be demonic in nature. Temo can point
Undead?
that out to you. It's not undead blood either. It's something else.
Can I give the rest of it to Nuzglub?
Yeah. What do you want? What's your purpose?
See what happens.
Watch him trip balls, yeah.
He'll sniff it. I don't know about this.
Oh, I guess I didn't realize you were a demon chicken.
Does that work for you often?
Peer pressure?
You can't peer pressure someone that's not your friend, dingus.
I feel like I'm Nuzglub's best friend in this party.
I mean, as far as friendships go, maybe, but he's not. He's a demon.
Okay,
He'll look at
more
it.
for me.
He'll drink it. And then I'll see you guys when I get back, I guess. He'll go sit on Temo's shoulder. Don't be a dork. Drink it. But yeah, he'll do that. He'll be kind of looking around.
We at Fresh Out the Box do not condone peer pressure and illicit drug use.
We
Throw
don't.
that out there.
Okay, that's fair. Okay. Don't break the law, kids. Big
Hey,
Brother's
put it out.
watching.
Sometimes.
Man, I feel so bad for kids these days because Big Brother really is watching on every mobile device that's connected to the
listening.
internet. Yeah, you're so screwed. Everything you ever do is recorded. It sucks to be you guys. Sorry, we didn't do it though.
It's not our fault. Yeah. But yeah. So that happens. It's a strange substance for sure, Keon.
Cool.
It
You're
seems to be.
speaking of
It's the
strange
living blood of a
substance.
non-mortal being.
Bro, I didn't know that thick water was a thing. So when you said it, I got on a whole tangent. And I found a quote from somebody who said that they're a runner, so they were like trying to put more thick water into their life to like snack. And they added it to their coffee, and their coffee just tasted like thick. It didn't have. It's look,
The
bro.
water.
I linked it in the chat.
I understand. Like, does it have
You add a
calories?
thickening agent. No, that there's a thickening agent. You can add it to anything. It's not just like a thick
What
water. You can put it,
is it?
look, man, it's
It's
honey
proprietary.
thick aquacare H2O. Yeah, it's proprietary. That's exactly
Like, if you're
right.
allergic to, like, what can you, like, who can't consume
It's
it?
people who can't swallow. And look, before you make jokes about people who can't swallow, which I know there are a ton, and I would love to go down that road. This is more for like, people who have medical conditions or like dysphagia and old people. So let's not make a bunch of swallow jokes, Keon. Let's do that later.
Old people know how to swallow. My friend.
Well done.
Sure.
I would know.
Well done. Anyways, it just tastes thick, according to this guy, and he tried it with all sorts of stuff, and it
That's
is a
not a-
hilarious read.
That's not a taste. Thick is not a taste. It's a texture. It's
It
not a
is,
taste.
it is with 2 C's.
Look,
Fuck off.
look. Sometimes he drinks 2 Diet Cokes in the afternoon, so in this particular time, he did not enjoy this thick Diet Coke. Much like my coffee, it was chunky, lacking carbonation, and tasted like Jell-O made from cola-flavored bottle caps. This was the last straw, and after 8 hours of thick liquid hydration, I was ready to throw in the goopy towel. So, so there you go.
I don't like any of this.
Now we're all on the same page.
Yeah,
as
thick
to
water's a
what you
thing. I didn't
can
make it up.
consume.
It's real.
Whew.
Science has gone too far.
All my water
Yeah.
is thick. I only drink thick.
Sometimes they didn't stop to ask why. Too busy asking how to ask why.
Too busy
Yeah.
asking if we can. When they should
Not
have been
if we
asking,
can.
should we?
If we should. Yeah, that's
Um,
right. Shh. Go ahead.
But yeah, so you guys continue on. Did you do anything, Cedric, during this time, this down period?
Yes, but what I did, I used all my foods. Well, not all my food supplies. I put it in the Roll20. I used a pound of cheese and a pound of dried meat, and I feed us well. Instead of us having to eat trail rations, we eat pretty well over these couple days. So if it
Okay.
comes up that we're, yeah,
Alrighty. Yeah, you guys eat, drink, and be merry. You will continue for 3 days. At this point, the sky above you is just black, with like a purplish hue. It's very straight. It looks like an alien sky. The ground is still made up of dry, dead grass. The trees that you've seen seem sick. I almost said thick. They're all
Trees
caked.
generally are, but
They're
you
all
know.
caked up.
It's a thick ass tree.
Girl.
Damn, girl.
thick like water.
Oh my god.
thick like water.
Dude, we need Aaron on the stream so bad.
She keep us on track.
Derailed
Are you
so
kidding me? She'd be
bad.
right with you, Chuck.
Oh my god.
I know she only drinks thick water, so.
Jesus.
But yeah, so you guys, eventually, you will see another small village, also ruined, but you can see on the horizon a larger city. This is like a little hamlet that you see before you, but ahead is a large city proper with walls. It's not the biggest city. Maybe Morgus. I don't know how big of cities Morgus has been to, but it's not as big as
probably
Greystone.
true.
It is a good size city.
I think Morgus has probably been through. Let me look. Probably been through Greystone in his travels. Most
Quite.
of Aravan for sure.
Oh yeah, Raven's got some big cities.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Hopefully, we'll be able to find our lead there. It's getting to the point where if we find yet another dead city, it's not going to be safe for us to travel north. We're just not finding food.
Yeah, this city's like alive.
the city up ahead, you can see a flag flying. That's the only indication you have whether or not it's dead or alive.
So either a noble's there or a military unit's there.
But before you get there, you have to pass through this small, ruined hamlet.
Okay.
Either way, I don't suppose they'll be happy to see outsiders. I figure anywhere we go from here is gonna try to quarantine us or burn us.
Well, we could always tell them the partial truth that I'm a plague doctor seeking to cure the plague.
Plus, I have the protection of envoyhood. They have to contain me unlawfully would be a way to invite others to come up here, and the Nagami and the rest of the valley are not nearly as patient as their envoys are.
Yeah, well, hopefully, with that banner you have, and I'll signal to your flag.
Oh, to the stuff in my bag, you mean?
Mm-hmm. No, just to the colors that you're wearing, your sort of sash and stuff.
Oh, my sash, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully, because of your colors, we'll stay alive. And next time we run into problems, we are part of your retinue. And I'll shoot a look over to Morgus like, you remember what this dude did to us? You remember he's safe, right?
Can't seem to remember. I think I blocked most of that out, actually.
Well, when one negotiates a truce, one tends to attempt to hold it. I'm not here to fight people. I'm not a warrior, I'm an envoy.
You know, hopefully when they put me to the stake and light me on fire, you step up to help.
I would have negotiated your surrender if you were going to lose, though you were in no danger of losing that fight, so my intervention didn't help. It wouldn't have helped anyway.
That's a good point.
I could have taken that pyromancer.
You were.
Actually, I don't know.
Really?
She was doing all right. She was doing all right. It would have been close.
She was pretty strong. Yeah, it was a good fight. It was. I was hoping it'd be a good fight for you, but it turned out to be pretty sweet.
And all my damage spells are fire, and she was immune to all of it. So. Yeah. Yep.
So, don't learn more about fire magic. Then again, everyone's a master in some sort of magic.
Yeah, you continue and you enter the hamlet, right?
If nothing else, to find if there's anybody to buy food from or scavenge the village at this point, because we're starting to get a little hairy.
Harry.
You'll enter. Buildings are destroyed. There's smoke coming from freshly burnt down ruins. You see bodies on the ground. You see something on a rooftop watching you.
What is it?
There's a small, dark, winged creature. Bat-like wings. Black eyes.
Go ahead and get a good sight picture of this thing as I raise my crossbow and load a bolt. Ding, and just get a good sight picture. Just want to get a good eye on this bad boy.
Are we rested?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
You've had 3 uneventful days. Yeah, you guys are good.
May I make a perception check to get more out of this creature? Can I identify it as, maybe like what the skin texture is made out of, or any more than just a dark winged creature? Can I, I don't know, maybe make out some sort of more shape?
As soon as you start looking at it more, it starts to look familiar. It kind of looks like Nuzglub. And you see a couple other ones milling on the roof with it. They're kind of looking around. You see they have a body up there that they're eating.
Friends of yours, Nuzglub.
Yeah, I guess. He'll kind of shrug at that.
Think they're gonna stay out there and out of our business?
They don't have a reason to attack you. They have food. Unless they have orders.
For you. I have a strange question, Nuzglub. You're from some demon, but not Prax, right?
Correct.
So those things, are those from your demon or are those from Prax?
They do not look like my kind. They do look different.
Okay. That's what I was trying to get.
Nuzglub is very classical, like red Satan-looking imp.
Right.
They are darker. They have a darker skin.
They're like bat-looking imps.
They look a little more batty, yeah.
Prax is like infection and stuff too, right? Are they looking a little infected and nasty?
Hard to tell.
Is that kind of is that their aesthetic?
They could be. They're just they don't have a lot of features from this distance. You can just tell that they're dark.
That's what I was trying to get. I was trying to get if I could roll a sight check now that
you can roll a sight check now that there's something that's a little more difficult to see. Yeah.
Zing. I rolled an 18.
Yeah, you can see sores on them. Pustules.
We're gonna want a wide berth.
Yeah, these are Prax imps. I don't know a lot about demons, but I'm learning as we go. And those are Prax imps. Hey, Nazglob, whenever there's imps, does that mean there's something bigger nearby?
Unless someone summoned them. But yeah, typically we ride the wakes of the bigger demons as they enter your realm.
It's gonna get worse from here, Harzar. Do we want to turn around and tell your people that these lands are lost to demons? Or do we want to walk into the heart of the demon to tell them?
I want to at least verify, if nothing else, verify if this city has anyone of worth. And perhaps scavenge a map and start heading for the coast. Heading to the capital seems like a worse and worse idea if they were foolish enough to draw this on themselves. This whole place may require a crusade from Greystone at this point.
I'm still not sure they drew this on themselves.
As you're watching these imps, they sort of start gathering. You see them on other rooftops too. And up ahead, you can see another demon on the ground eating a body. This one's much larger. About the size. It's about the size of a person.
Are we like sneaking or?
I'd be walking bolt upright. Other people could sneak, but I don't generally.
I mean, I don't know if you can negotiate with demons.
I've done it before.
Fair. Alright.
Though whether these ones will want to negotiate, I don't know. So
Right.
Yeah, it's Harzar. Does it seem like you're going to approach this thing at your stride right now? That seems like the plan.
My strides does slow a bit because, and it's probably a stance you see me do where I have my hands I'm rubbing my hands together a lot, and I'm slowing down to make sure I can get to a firing stance. But I'm not full long strides.
After the months traveling together now, I kind of know. I kind of feel Harzar out. I kind of feel what he's doing. He's going to have a conversation, and it could go one or two ways. But he's going to have a conversation. That's exactly what he's going to do. So, like Keon said, I will sneak off. I'm going to go to, Keon said it. I don't think Morgus said it. I don't think Morgus said, I'm stealthing away. I think Keon said, should we stealth? Anyways, I'm going to stealth over behind a barrel or in some smoking rubble. I'm going to try to get out of line of sight of the little nurglings, too.
They are kind of like nurglings, yeah.
Also,
a
certain level of my confident stride comes from the fact that I have a friggin' bodyguard that's taller than I am. It's easy to walk confidently when you have a hired elite warrior ready to kick some heads in for you.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, you almost called Temo a goon, huh?
I did not. There's no video evidence of that.
True.
Keon, Prax is not Nurgle. They didn't invent plague demons.
Who are you talking to?
Yeah.
What, I gotta do the voice all the time?
No,
No, it's how you differentiate which one's talking, though.
Yeah, what?
Nobody's
That way
talking.
you can be two different, conversations.
Nope. It's all one.
Now that's confusing.
I don't think you heard me right. I said Prax is not Nurgle.
No, he
Prax is
said
Nurgle?
Is not Nurgle.
Nurgle is
He
Prax.
said- he said I'm not. He's still acting like you called him the wrong name, Jahan.
Okay, I see.
Mm-hmm. He's doing a bit.
Okay.
I don't
See-
know what's going on.
He's Morgus all the time. I gotcha.
On
But yeah,
Thursdays,
On Thursdays. He told us this last week. Every Thursday from dusk till dawn, all day, all night, 24/7, 365 days a week, but also only on Thursdays. He is Morgus.
You really
The
should watch
door
your
to-
VODs.
the door to your right kicks open. George Clooney walks out.
Dusk till dawn. He was stuck on that
fucking-
reference.
Oh,
I suck his dick.
Nice.
So sorry.
He sells you a Nespresso.
so
What is happening?
Is that
So
what I paid for?
there's a demon ahead of us. The dwarf is hiding,
Yeah.
right?
Correct.
Yes. And I rolled a fat number to hide. I think I rolled a 16 to hide.
Bro, that's thick as water, dog.
God
Thank
damn
you.
it.
Yeah. Look, yo, check it out. I posted a YouTube video in the Twitch stream. If you want to see a dog drinking thick water, you can see a Labrador just going to work on a bowl of thick water.
I can't do this.
It's really gross to watch because it's like watching him drink a bowl of dog drool. That's the consistency that it is.
I like
I'm
it.
over it.
But yeah, the demon's ahead. What are you doing there, Azar Steelflame? Maker of bad decisions.
I just try to see it. Is he like dead center of the road? Like I have to walk around him to get past him, sort of thing? Or
No.
is he off to the side?
He's a little off to the side.
I will just walk a little wider of him, just to see if he doesn't care. Like he's very to see if he even cares that I'm in town, or if he's really busy with whatever he's doing.
He doesn't seem to notice his face is buried inside a body.
I just kind of give a look.
You can see the body like this, and like it kind of looks at you, and it's like, but like there's no way you could save that person.
Yeah. See, you say that.
You can see that their chest cavity is open.
You say that, but unfortunately, there is a way to save them. I give a look at Morgus and at Temo.
Yes.
I look over at the demon eating the guy.
You
Is
can
that
see
person still?
you can see other people also being eaten around. Most of them look like bodies, but he seems like he might still be alive technically.
Oh, damn it! Excuse me.
Nothing. Completely ignored.
I'll.
You see
walk
the imps
over-
starting to gather up as you approach this demon, though, and they're like kind of bouncing. They're starting to make like squawks, like ah.
I said, "Excuse me." I'll walk over to him. I won't be like right within his arm's reach, but I'm fairly close.
He'll lift his head and slowly turn it to you. His jaw will be like open, and he has like a proboscis or whatever it's called, like that's attached to this person.
I rolled an 18 with 4 stunt points. As I just send a crossbow bolt straight down this thing's throat.
Hit.
I think Harzar is familiar with this one. This is what we tried in the last town.
That is a hit.
See, now he could be a guard. He has legit. No. I'm not helping with this fight. These are poor innocent demons who are
Right?
just feeding on the weak and innocent.
I gave you the morally ambiguous fight last time, okay? This time it's demons, okay?
Yep.
Maybe this is an angel and he's punishing a sinner. You don't know.
That's the deal we have.
I saw what was happening, and I feel like it was. Look, I pulled the trigger last time in an iffy situation, right? Cedric pulls the trigger in this situation.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Cedric pulls the trigger if it's iffy. He definitely pulls it if it's not iffy. As this horrifying creature turns around, screams at you, and has this jagged fanged proboscis, it's thwip! A crossbow bolt comes flinging from across behind cover with 18 to hit, which is probably a hit.
That's a hit, yeah.
Alrighty. And then I'll
Certainly.
throw some damage on it. Does it have less dexterity than me? I have
Yes.
3. Okay. So I get to add an extra d6 for 22 damage.
You have stunt points.
I do. I have 4 stunt points. And I will use 1 to reload. Yes.
Nice.
And 3 to add a damage. Add a
Nice.
d6.
Yeah.
Zoing. There's an extra 4 for 26 damage altogether.
Yeah, the bolt sinks in. It backs up a bit. You see, like, the bolt hits him and then kind of slowly sinks in. You see,
No, hold on,
White
Corbinian.
pus.
Did I miscount my stunt point?
You have one more.
Oh, no joke. I used 1 to reload.
One reload, and then Mighty Blow. You have a fourth one left.
Oh, snap. Oh, I'll worry about it later.
Boost, I would say, for your next shot.
Oh
Take a
wait,
boost.
Mighty Blow is only 2 stun points?
Mighty Blow is 2.
Oh, no.
Lethal Blow is 5.
Super surprised to hear that. I also thought it was 3.
but yeah, pus will emerge from the wound. It'll push the bolt back out and it'll hit the ground. You see it kind of cock its head. Its proboscis will come back into its mouth and its jaw will close, and then it'll let out a "Ah!" And you'll see movement all around you.
Cool.
Hazar Steelflame, what are you doing?
Are we in initiative?
I'm not gonna roll it yet.
I look to Temo and say, once I'm done, grab him. We need to leave. And then I'm going to reach out and then to the guy that he was feeding on. And the tattoo on my hand that looks like a water droplet begins to glow. And I begin to chant. I'm casting Revival.
What does that do?
Your character just you at 0 health. Oh wait, I can just click on the thing. Sorry, I'm not used to being able to cast stuff. Oh, it doesn't say it in there. So if someone is dying, helpless, or unconscious, they gain 10 plus their con plus their willpower and health. So if that guy's not dead but just dying, I can literally revive him from death.
You'll hear his ribcage close back up.
That costs me...
And he'll let out a yell as it happens.
I'm gonna spend one of those floating to add. I'll re-roll the 1 because I'm short on him. I'm short the roll. I might have miffed it. I whiffed it so far. There we go.
Nice.
Yeah. So that only cost me the full 6. So yeah.
Yeah, you hit it, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I needed to see if I need to spend extra MP. That's why I was worried.
Yeah, his ribcage will snap closed, and the creature will look down at him, kind of angrily, and it'll look at you. Morgus. Well, Temo's going to grab the guy and pick him up.
Grabs the guy we helped.
Yeah.
Are any of these... So, is there just one in our immediate vicinity?
There's
imp,
one
or
directly in front of you. There are imps lining all the buildings all around you, like a lot of them. And then you see, like, immediately visible are 6 of these things coming out of different hovels.
But none of them are, like, grouped up? Close
They're,
to us?
no, they're all, like, one of them comes from this building, one comes from this. They just smash through stuff, and they're just, like, looking around, seeing what's going on.
Well, I'm gonna try to do some damage on the one that's already hurt, so I'm gonna cast Flame Blast on it. Target 13, or total 13, target 12. Cool, did that. Full damage on that bad boy. Oh wait, was I supposed to?
I need to roll something, right?
Wait, what was the thing? Sorry, we just added the thing where you add damage. Damage bonus, you may add your weapon focus. That's for damage, because I'm going to add 2 because I have the Fire Arcana, right?
Yeah, if you have the Arcana, it adds.
But I can also dodge this, right?
What do you mean?
Can you dodge Flame Blaze?
Oh, fuck, sorry, yeah. So make a... Sorry. So you're going to make a... I guess dexterity. Where is it?
I
Make
failed.
a so you're going to take 2d6 plus 3. Fire Blast. So that's 9 plus 1 plus 2 more. So you're going to take 12 12 on that bad boy.
You'll melt off some of his flesh. He'll just like some of his like demonic skeleton will show just a little bit. You'll see some bone, and he'll.
Did that seem to be more effective than just a straight up arrow?
The arrow was pretty effective. Your fire worked fine. Yeah,
Okay.
both of
He's
them
not
were
resistant,
effective.
He's just tough.
Yeah, he's just tough.
Okay.
But yeah, so
Cool.
you went. Temmo takes the guy and runs. And then, yeah, this creature's going to lunge at... Well, it's going to lunge at you, Corbinian. What's your defense, buddy?
12.
12. It bites down on you with its... It descends its jaw and inputs both of its jaw bones into your, like, chest. Take 12 as it bites you.
I only take 5 as it hits my armor, and then it bites into the very hard scales I have around me, and the tattoos themselves almost seem to slow the bite as they bite in.
It's.
And I look surprised, like, holy crap, that still hurts, but I'm surprised it didn't hurt more.
Yeah. And then the rest of them are going to move up. They'll jump up on various, like, one will jump up on a broken cart. Another will stand at the top of, like, some steps on a raised platform. 2 will be right next to the one that you're fucking up. And then the imps are just kind of chittering around the sides. I'll say one of them gets ballsy. It's going to shoot a bolt of green flame at Morgus. Morgus can take it.
Do I do a dexterity as well?
No, it's not that spell.
Arcane Lance sort of thing.
It is... I gotta flip to the book. Where are you at, book? What are you doing? What are you doing to me, book? 5.
Take 5?
That you get hit by a green magic energy from an imp.
Okay, I'm down.
Oh, hell yeah.
You
Cedric.
burnt my spooky robes. Are we gonna do initiative or not?
We're already kind of in initiative.
Okay.
We're in loose
Um,
order.
I am going to. I already reloaded. This guy's marked. I'm gonna shoot. Yeah, and then I should still have action to reload at the end. So let's do that. Let's start with a shooty shoot. Ding. Rolled a 16 to hit. Rolled 26 damage. As my reloaded crossbow comes zipping again right past you guys, just over your shoulder, and sinking into this demonic creature in the street.
Same one?
And I'll use my same one. Yeah, the big guy.
You'll catch it right in its throat, and it'll drop down, stop moving, and then it'll kind of start to melt a bit.
And then I stomp down in the front of my crossbow bolt and lean back to reload. Drop another bolt in and pull it up and aim it at the guy on the ground whose rib cage is coming back together. Get back! He might be one of them.
Temo's holding him.
No, I didn't realize she was holding him.
Yeah, she picked him up, and they're running away.
That's right. That he got healed and then run away. Yeah, I was gonna say he looked like an undead given the circumstance, but no, she ran off with him. You know what? I'm cool then. Don't need to aim at that guy. I will stay ready in case these little imps try anything, in case they come down here. I know one threw a fireball, but that was before their big buddy died.
Yeah,
I don't want to stir up the hornet's nest, but I'll be ready to fire on them.
fair enough. Huzzar Steel Flame.
To the city! To the city! I start running to follow after Temo.
Okay. You run to fall after Temo. Morgus.
So that one thing's still alive? The first one we attacked?
No, the first one's dead.
Okay. Still, are any of them grouped up at all?
Yeah, 2 of them are grouped up.
All right, then I'm gonna fucking try and hit both of them in my little 8x2. So I'm gonna hold up my skull staff and blast them. So I started blasting, and I didn't hit it.
You can spend an extra to cover the
I
distance.
can spend, so I'm gonna spend an extra MP to cover the thing.
Yeah, you're
Do I
only
still
one
get those
short.
sub points then?
Yes.
Cool. So I'm gonna get my 3 Stunty boys. Let me real quick mark off all my fucking magic points. So it's 4. So I need to take off 9 because I didn't do it the first time. I'm at that much.
Thanks, Eric Jackson.
Thanks, Eric Jackson. So we're gonna do fucking Fire Blast. Fuck. And then I'm gonna add 2 on top of that, so it's gonna be 10. And then I have 3 Stunty boy. Yeah.
4.
4
As you can see me.
Stunty boys. Can I do this? No, there's no way that's only 2. I must have done that wrong. Okay, I'm gonna do 2 of my class actions. I'm gonna do Mystic Armor. You generate an aura of power around you that grants you armor rating equal to your willpower ability.
Such a good one.
Nice.
Such a good.
So I'm gonna add, what is it, 4 or 5? 4. I'm gonna add 4. So I have 4 points of armor now. And remember, it becomes Shao Kahn fucking spectral bone armor. Just fucking goes to me and like latches on my face and stuff. And then I'm gonna do the other one,
Hell yeah.
which is the battle magic, which allows me to follow up my spell with an arcane blast, but I can't generate. Cannot generate fucking
Stun points,
Stun
yeah.
points. Damn, I would have generated 6. That's 12, but it doesn't say the target number on that.
There is
I
no
think the
target number. That's an
would be
attack.
12.
Yeah.
Right, because arcane blast always hits. Right?
And
Or
it
something
does.
like that.
It doesn't always hit. It's just that
It shoots defense.
Yeah.
It's like shooting an arrow, except it's magical.
Yeah. So it
And
does
then
hit.
arcane blast. I roll this 8, and then I believe I add my arcane blast proficiency on that, so that's another 10. So I do 20 damage on. So I do 10 damage on 2 of them, and then arcane blast I do an extra 10 on, I guess, whichever one is closest.
Okay. Excellent. Alrighty. Temo continues to run. Yeah, these things. So I'm gonna burn my GM power up. One of these things that you just attacked is going to stoop down to the body of the one that you guys killed, and it's going to start to eat it. You'll watch as, I mean, if you stay to watch, this thing's going to grow very rapidly to double its size. Thank you for the GM power up. You'll see a much larger demon there now. It is not able to pursue you at this point, but the rest of them can. One of them, the one that was not directly, one of them was kind of past you a little bit, so it can reach you, Keon, and hit you. Because you didn't dash. It's going to lunge with a claw attack. I'm going to go ahead and use the stronger hit thing for an extra d6. 15 just right at your back with a clawed attack.
More like 11, bitch. It's not penetrating, right?
No, it's not penetrating.
Freaking ouch, though. Yay for that armor.
Yeah, right. I barely even felt it.
Now, after that, Cedric.
I reloaded. This thing is a bigger demon now.
One of them is a bigger demon. There were 3 of the other ones, and one of the other ones just hit Keon.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like that, but I'm still gonna target the big guy.
Okay.
The new one,
I'm
anyway.
also the new, the biggest big guy, right? I'm gonna
big guy.
reposition as well. I've used this spot two times. This will be 3, and I'm feeling like I need to reposition. Can't have crossbows keep coming from the same spot. I'm gonna dart across the street and sort of dive in behind another pile of rubble, and then take a shot. Yes, I won't have the reload action this turn. Let's do that in the opposite order, though. Take a shot, run, dive. Take a shot first. Let's roll my dice. Close. I rolled a 22 to hit.
That's a hit.
That misses.
Yeah, right?
You haven't got lower than a 20 today, huh? Damn.
And an 18. Yeah, I have a plus 8 to the thing with when I'm aimed.
It's pretty damn good.
Yeah. And it's a +6 without it, so it's a big fat bonus. 18 damage, though. That's what we're cooking. And no stunty boys on that. Then I will dart across the street and do a little action roll in behind some cover for a little stealth boy move. And I rolled a 17 on that if they're looking for me.
Not bad. Yeah, you'll see the bolt sink into the big guy. He, noticed it. Doesn't seem to hurt him that bad.
It'll take a few more of those.
Hazar Steel Flame. You in full flight,
how
buddy?
many? Huh?
You in full flight?
That's what I'm measuring now. How many baddies are surrounding Morgus right now?
Only one of them is in contact with him. The other two were not close enough to move in and attack. And then the last one became giant.
And we don't hear. Do I hear any other noises of more coming, or does this seem to be it?
It's hard to tell what's going on outside of the immediate area because of all the chittering of the imps. They're very loud. And they seem like they might get involved. And there's, a lot of them. They're like crows.
We need to go. I'm going to, I'll kind of stop in the middle of my run and turn, and I'll minor produce the musket, and then poof, fire at the one that's bothering Morgus.
Okay.
Okay. 18.
That's a hit.
14 damage.
Got some damage. You'll see it has a big old chunk taken out of its chest. And its flesh just kind of rots away from it. It's still standing, but that hurt.
I'll note flavor-wise that I fire, and then it looks like I'm immediately looking like I'm about to continue chasing after Temo. Like, I took my shot to buy time, and I'm getting ready to leave.
Where do you want to run to, Shoal?
The city!
I say as I look around, it's like, we're surrounded.
Him and Temo are running for the walls of the city. Temo will continue to do that until she's told to do otherwise.
Did we decide Nuzglove does combat stuff now, or is that only sometimes?
He does sometimes.
We have to prod him to do it.
You have to prod him. He doesn't want to.
Nuzglove, I heard those guys say that red imps are lame.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess it depends on who you ask.
Ask them. They that's what they said. And I was like, might red imp be the coolest guy I know?
It's not very cash money of them.
If not, you should fuck him up.
And the agreement was you were supposed to help us.
Yeah, but I don't know if I specified what I'm helping you with.
How many
Get
times
out
have I
of the
said
fragging way! I say as I come running down the street and push you and Nuzglove aside and just run right in between you guys after Harzar.
Nuzglove will watch, look at you, and kind of laugh, and he'll shoot a bolt off at the one that's harassing Morgus.
Wait, are you guys fleeing?
Yeah.
You'll watch as the bolt of energy slams into this thing right where it got shot, and it's gonna die.
Okay. Is that 2 dead now?
That's 2 dead now, yeah.
So I'm gonna do my rolls for
Oh, you heal.
Could I heal? It doesn't really say. It just says when a living creature. I don't know if that counts if they're infernal, but it doesn't say anything against that.
I don't know if demons count, but for now, sure.
It says living creature.
I think the limitation is constructs and undead.
Yeah,
that's
not
what that's
constructs.
specifying against.
Oh, so I can't roll for gender
What do you mean?
because it's a construct.
Okay, it's a construct. Okay, yeah.
So first one is gonna be for.
It's not necessary for
health,
the purposes of the spell. No.
Then for magic points. Then for health. Then for magic points.
Their demonic life force flows into you, infusing you with energy and strength.
Oh, freaking
Morgus pops a little bit of a bone.
Nuzglove is watching all this happen. You can tell ever since he drank that stuff, his eyes are different.
Yeah.
They used to be. They were always black, like they were always fully black, but now you can see speckles of light in there. It looks like the night sky.
What color and what does Nuzglove's soul look like to me, or whatever?
Black.
And what about these guys, the imps? Same thing.
Also black, yeah.
Huh.
They don't. They look different. It doesn't look like when you look at a living thing. It looks like some other kind of energy. But yeah, it's all black energy.
Cool. 8 and 4. Get 8 health back and 4 magic points back. Almost makes up for the fact that I can't do any fucking damage.
So that was all of you went. So you're all in full flight now, right? No running.
I guess. Do I have to take some kind of like disengage opportunity attack thing if this thing's right up on me?
No, that's only in Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, wrong system.
Wrong system.
And I learned this last Saturday. The only thing that happens is you lose 2 meters of you lose 2 movement. That's it. When you're moving away from someone who's fighting you.
Well, then yeah, I'll do that.
Because there's talents that negate that. I just learned that. So. But other than that, no.
I book it in dwarf.
Yeah, the imps will start to circle you guys above, and the other creatures will sort of lumber at you. They'll start going on all fours. The bigger one will chase you, like full sprint, like just doom, doom, doom. That one starts to catch up to you guys. The other ones can't really. Yeah, the large one. Essentially, there's 3 smaller ones that are trying to keep up that can't. There's the big one that's catching you, and then there's all the imps that are like circling above. The sky is black, the air is purple. What do? This is more. We're gonna pull it out of like pure initiative. This is more of a. Since you're not really fighting it, you can still do attacks and stuff, but
we're running back the way we came, right?
No, you're running towards the city on the horizon that has walls.
Okay. Yeah.
And
I'm hoping there's somebody still there. If there's not, then we'll have to take our stand at the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, would I be able to? I don't know how much. So, like, I have that shape fire thing. Am I able to like fire blast the ground and then shape that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, can I just do both of those if we're out of initiative, or?
So, yeah, more or less. So you can. So I've been describing the ground as dry grass this whole time. So yeah, you can light that on fire pretty easily.
So maybe I'll take a little penalty to my movement or whatever, but I'll slow down to first fire blast the ground. I hit that. I guess I don't need to do damage, right? If I'm not really.
No.
And then I'll make sure to deduct my spell points, and then going to shape fire. It's let's see. Target number is 10 plus 1 per square foot of increase. Damn. So I can only increase it a little tiny bit. Can I also, in that case, could I also increase the amount of magic points I spend to increase the square footage?
Yeah.
Only if the spell.
Only if the spell says so, but yeah.
I don't think so. Indicate the burning absence of fuel, so the caster needs success with it. Also control the simplicity. No, I can't. I'm just wondering. It doesn't say I can't, so I won't. Every 2 square feet increases the. So I guess I don't know exactly what the damage would be, because it increases by 1d6 per 2 square feet. But I could only increase it by 1 square feet because of what I rolled. So there's just a tiny wall of fire.
So and like fire starts, and then you make it bigger, and it almost immediately gets out of hand because the grass is completely dry.
I mean, this isn't damage, but do I add my Fire Arcana bonus onto that too, or no, just for damage?
If we roll damage, yeah.
Okay, so never mind.
Oh, you're talking about for casting the spell to see if you hit that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had Fire Arcana that.
Every time?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's part of the
if
fire
you're
combat.
casting, you add it to cast. Yeah.
But I should still be rolling the spell and then just manually add 2 on top of that, right?
No, you can input it into the spell somehow.
Yeah, you can add it under.
I mean,
Which
just-
we'll work on that later, but for now
We'll
you
work
just
on that later.
manually add
Right.
it. Yeah.
Well, then let's just. So then, yeah, I manually add. So it actually increases by 3. So there's a 3-foot square thing of Spirit of Fire. So there's for every 2 you increase the damage it would do. So that's the extra. So the extra
Long story short, a giant fire starts, and it gets out of control pretty quickly. You hear some of the creatures screaming in there. The smaller ones don't make it through. The large one, however, runs through the fire, and you see it boil his flesh as he emerges on the other side.
I'd admire its toughness as if it wasn't chasing us.
Morgus has fallen behind because he stopped to do this. You got a lot of the demons off of you, but the one is closer. It's gonna wind up a punch here.
It reminds me of an angry dwarven mother. I've seen worse.
You see it
I
pull
don't-
back its giant ham fist.
I will go ahead and just fire another crossbow bolt into this thing for effect. I don't know if you want me to roll damage and stuff. I'm pretty sure
Yes.
we're just gonna run cinematically, but
Roll damage. Roll the whole
Okay.
shebang. Roll the whole kazoo, buddy.
I will. And the reason I looked at it, I was
21.
I was
21?
confused why I had a +8, right? Where the extra 2 came from instead of a +1. But I have a thing whenever I leveled up that had an option to make my aim a +2 aim instead of a +1 aim, and I took that option.
Yes, you did.
That's why. That's why it's so high. Swinging dice, 15. Well, that's 2 1s in there. That's crazy bones. I'm gonna leave it though. Let's leave it at 15.
You'll hit it, and it'll sort of rocket a little bit, and it'll still punch Morgus.
It's taking fire damage, though, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oops, I'm on the wrong page entirely.
Take
I don't know-
17.
I take 17.
Yeah.
More
And you
like
fly backwards.
13.
Okay. Fine.
Fly backwards in the direction that
That you're
we're
running.
in.
Yeah. He just backhands you. It does.
But I said front hand.
Fudge.
Are you frozen or are you
I
not?
could drink
I thought
thick
you were
milk.
frozen.
Who's frozen?
You were having a Mitch McConnell.
Who, me? Oh, I was reading the chat. They're
I
talking about
am
me
going
drinking thick
to.
milkus.
I'm gonna take a wild shot in the dark and say this thing. It looks like this thing is in no way being hindered from running after us. Like it's hurt, but it's not.
It
It's
is
big
hurt.
enough and strong enough. It's big
It's-
enough and strong enough that it can keep run. We can't outpace it basically. But there is nobody else. It's just it fighting us right now.
It is just it. The imps are still circling though, but it looks like they're deterred from like coming closer.
Yeah, I'll slow down and then reload my musket and then paf. In cinematic pacing anyway. Bang.
That's a hit. With stun points.
Pierce armor. For 12.
Pierce armor.
So half whatever armor it has, because I imagine a big boy like that has some natural armor.
He has some natural armor. Alrighty. You did how much? 12 pierce armor. Alrighty. Excellent. Yeah, you hit it. It. Bah! And then Temo has put the guy down. The guy's running out. We have to get to the walls, he'll say, as he starts running on his own. And
We'll be right behind you. Keep going.
Morgus, you can go.
I'm just gonna dash.
You're gonna dash, okay. You are able to stay away from him for this turn. All of you get, I mean, you get closer to the wall. It's still, because of the way, I mean, I guess we're not really in turn order. We're doing more cinematic. We'll say you're like halfway there. You've already made it halfway from the hamlet. This thing's on you, though. Yeah, we'll just stay in turn order then. Cedric. Muted.
I just took a shot at this thing, so I'm gonna kick it into high gear again. I'm gonna move this turn. I'm gonna haul ass, and maybe next turn I'll reload and fire.
Okay.
That's a big maybe.
That's fair.
But this time this is a sprint turn.
Hazar Steelflame.
I'm gonna move a bit, but I'm not full sprinting because I'm too busy reloading the musket. So me and Tem are probably falling back a little bit behind everyone else because we're not at full sprint speed the whole way. And yeah.
So you're
And
falling
my
back, you
intention
said?
Well, yeah, because of reloading is major action for
Okay,
me. So
I see what
as I'd be running, I would have to slow down to reload, and then
Okay. And then, Kian, are you running again?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. The field has caught full fire at this point. It's pretty big. It's kind of chasing you, too. If you guys just keep running, it's going to get another attack. It's going to biff it as it tries to smash Hazar Steelflame.
Yeah.
It eats its fist into the ground.
I'm gonna try to fire into like one of its feet to kind of force it to kind of tumble for a bit, so we slow it down.
Okay.
Because I'm starting to realize I was like, oh, after all this hitting it, it's like, oh, it's still moving pretty fast. Oh, we probably won't kill it before the fire gets to us. So, bang.
That's a hit.
And basically thinking stunt attacks, I'm hoping to knock him over.
Oh, you want to knock him prone?
Knock prone, yep.
Yeah. With the stunt attack, yeah, you can absolutely knock prone.
And I do another 14.
You forego the damage.
Oh, you forgot the damage. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you hit it in the shin, essentially, and it kind of buckles, and it hits the ground. And you guys are like, oh, shit. It makes the whole ground thud when it hits the ground. And you guys continue to run. This creates some distance for you guys. And the fire's going to catch up to that thing. It's going to start to burn, and it'll let out a howl as it does so. And it's going to fall backwards. It's going to fall back. It lost interest. You guys really fucked it up.
Those 5 idiots hurt. I'm not gonna fight. I'm gonna find something that's easier to eat.
I want to shoot one more time, but I don't want you to tell me if it kills it or not.
Okay.
All right.
Just firing into the fire and hoping for.
22, shooting into the fire where I last saw it.
22 will hit.
It hits
And then
most
it
things.
It does 18 damage just off into the fire, but I don't know it hits and I don't know it does damage. I just shoot where it last was and hope for the best. Because in real life, you don't get a hit marker and you don't get a kill confirmed at the top of your screen. That's not a
do.
not a real thing. Oh, well, except for Corbinian.
I have gained another Game Master power-up.
And
see
didn't
how
you
it
have
is.
one from last game that you were going to carry over
Yes,
too?
Vampire Bites gave you one at the end of
I wasn't
the
gonna
crap.
remind them about
I have
that.
two.
very recently. Yeah.
I have two.
Oh.
Yeah, you're
Sitting
welcome.
on 2. Thank you. I remembered at the beginning of the game, but I have since forgotten.
Yeah, this is bad. This is supposed to get real bad for us now. Oh no. I don't want to give you any ideas, but there's no way that gate's open.
The gate is not open. But you can...
no.
You run up to the gate. The person whose life you saved is like, let us in, let us in. What are you doing?
Hail the gate!
You'll see someone look over the edge. Who goes
I had
there?
Nuzlocke in my bag, so they don't think that.
Hey, what's the
Yeah.
big? Oh, it's nice in here.
With the flesh. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this flesh bag.
You better not come in my bag, Nuzlocke.
It looks like someone beat me to it. Was it?
That's right.
The book.
Was it this book?
Oh man, I love Nuzglub having a relationship with this book.
I'm Harzar Steelflame of the Nagame tribe. We seek sanctuary in your city, along with this survivor from the hamlet. Let us in.
The man that you saved will yell up, "It's me, Mo! Let me in!" And the guy will look like over, be like, "Oh, open the gate!" And they'll open the. You guys will run in. You'll immediately see people. There's the hustle. You'll like run smack into somebody carrying like a basket of food. They'll be like, "Hey," and like there's people just going to and fro. You're right in the throng of it.
It's at this point I finally, because I probably was running the whole time with the musket in hand, and now that we're actually inside the walls and the door is closing, hopefully, that's when I actually banished the musket.
It does close. Yeah, right here, you're not on a main street or anything. You're still like right by the gate, but there are people walking by, going about their day. There's some guards in there. The guards are wearing very. They're decent. They probably used to be nicer in better times, but they are wearing Yeshain soldier outfits, which have a very Eastern look. A lot of silks, lighter style ornamental armor. Very, very nice looking swords of various makes on their hilts, and then they're carrying they're carrying spears.
Spears and halberds, probably, yeah. Glaives.
They'll stop you, like wait right there, and they don't point their like spears right at you, but they do level them a little bit.
I just kind of wave at him, like whatever, just kind of catch my breath because I've probably been sprinting for like 30 minutes to an hour. Like I'm tough, but goddamn, that's a long way to run.
Yeah,
cruising, man.
Yeah, you guys just ran further than you've ever run before, probably. You know, it's funny. Like when I wrote that part, I didn't know if I was going to be able to get you guys to like run like that. I'm glad it happened the way I pictured it.
Well, when there was just one or two, I was like, we could probably kill these two and be done with it. But when I heard there was like a bunch of other movement elsewhere, I'm like, this is how an army of rats just swarm us, or imps, an army of imps just swarm us and just and rip us apart. I'm like,
there was like
here and find out how many are here.
Yeah, there was a lot.
Yeah, no,
we were already in their trap too. You know what I mean? We were right in the center of their trap. We walked right into it, put ourselves on the platter, and we're like, let's go.
Yeah, I was going to action economy you guys to death.
Yeah, it would be totally different if we came back with an army and surrounded them and had the tactical points, but
and only one of us has area attacks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could kill one at a time. I don't think I have enough crossbow bolts for this.
2 at a time if we're lucky. So between the two of us, there's maybe 4. Meanwhile, Fireball McGee up there can...
we could heal him so much, though. He'd be healing off everything. He could be our tank.
Mage tank.
Mage tank? Yeah, Necromancer tank. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's an awesome build.
A drake, a drakish being will come into sight wearing the soldier uniform. You can tell by the uniform that they are some sort of officer. They'll approach. She will have sort of a reddish color to her. By Drac standards, reasonably attractive. Maybe even by human standards. She's not, she's a good looking Drac. But she will approach. Mo, is that you? We thought you were dead. He'll fall in and like salute her. Like, Captain, they saved me. I thought I was dead with the rest of the foraging party. They came out of nowhere. It was, and he's kind of trails off. She says, "It's okay, soldier. Go rest up." She'll approach you guys. So, I have you to thank for returning my man to me.
Harzar Steel Flame of the Nagami tribe. I'm an envoy of my chief. With me is Cedric of Koath and Morgus of the Silent Valley, as well as Temopab, my bodyguard.
She'll eye all of you kind of suspiciously, but she'll do like a half bow that you do to people that are beneath you. Not in a rude way. It's just the perceived order of things. Damn, I have to look at her name again. I am Captain Sin Sho of the Yeshain army, and I am heading up the defenses of Watanagawa. And she'll gesture to the city. Welcome. If you need me to help you spell that.
No, I just sounded it out.
It is actually pretty. It's phonetic. It's a
How are you spelling Sin Show?
Sin Sho is Sinsho.
Okay, I spelled it with an X. I was pretty close.
Yeah. And then Watanagawa is Watanagawa.
So this city, Kawabunga, is it a trade city? Is it a military outpost? What can you tell us about it?
Well, it was a fortified city, supposed to act as a bastion if war ever came this way, but
It used to be a radical place, bro, with a lot of pizza.
it has since turned into one of the last citadels in the area. It's been a while since we've had news from the capital. We do not know how things fare. But you were out there. You saw.
Last 3 days south were nothing but death and rot.
How
Yes.
have you staved off the plague and within the walls of this city?
We burn the dead. We sequester the sick. And we pray. And she'll make a gesture with her hands as she says that.
Bless up.
She'll do like something like this.
I come at least for sure to, my mission has been to learn about this war that your lands have been having and to learn of this plague. And, well, what little I've been able to learn of Yeshain has been, well, you're the first, well, no, second denizens I've encountered other than the village far to the south, which was overcome by bandits for a short while, until these two chased them out.
Well, this isn't the place or time to have this conversation, but she'll look at one of the other soldiers, Private. She'll reach her hand out, say something to him. He'll give her like a paper, and she'll sign it, and then she'll give it to you. With this writ, you can seek accommodations at our inn. I can meet you. I can send for you later, and we can have a conversation. But until then, go take a load off and acquaint yourself with the city. She'll look at Marius for a second, and then she'll look at the rest of you. Don't make any trouble, okay? The piece here is... No, she doesn't look at you when she says it, but she looks at you and then looks at the rest of you. It definitely seems kind of pointed at you, but she was a little more tactful than that. The piece here is very tentative.
Look, I don't start the fights. I just join the one who starts the fights after they start the fights.
It's not very encouraging. Please, welcome to our city. And she'll let you guys pass. I had planned on this being a little more difficult, but I didn't think you were gonna save somebody. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, that's pretty clutch.
That moment was very much a. I don't step in, but in that moment, it was like, no, I'm in a position to defend a weak person, and I have the ability to. I have the literal ability to save his life. I'm like, I can't just walk by that, can I? Please go away.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how, because like you could have snuck by and like you guys could have gone to the city no problem, or but then you would have had trouble at the gate, and then blah blah blah. Interesting. Interesting to say the least.
At least we found a city that's friendly and actually is held by the rightful people. I've never seen something that big. I don't even know if we killed it.
Wait, what was so big?
The thing chasing us.
Oh, I must have spaced. Was it not just another imp?
No, it was like
the thing that knocked you back 10 feet.
It's like, that's a strong imp. Wait, what? Describe it again? Sorry.
It was like 10 feet tall.
Okay.
One of the other demons.
More like Left 4 Dead, like the Bruiser, like the big lumbering beast that slaps you around. Yeah, exactly.
I hate you guys with this tank.
You did get hit pretty hard, so it's understandable you might have been a little
scrambled up top.
Wasn't my favorite tank moment, but it was pretty good. I've had some good ones. I feel like my favorite was probably when we played Shiver that one time, Gary.
Yeah, this is pretty good though.
It was fun. I liked the Shiver one and the Warhammer Rat Ogre more though. It's fun.
I do love a Rat Ogre.
Me too. It's okay. Who knows if that thing's dead? But yeah. So
I think you mean Vince McMahon.
the rat ogre. He is kind of a rat ogre. So you're in the city of Hatana. God damn it! I'm not calling it that. Watanagawa.
Cowabunga.
It's not Cowabunga.
Hakuna Matata?
Watanagawa.
Hakuna Cowabunga. What a wonderful phrase.
Where do you guys write stuff down? Persona?
I put it on under.
Yeah, there's character notes under Persona. But I ended up typing it in appearance because that's where I kept writing more and more stuff. And then I was like, oh, wait, there's literally a thing called character notes. Well, too late now.
It happened to me too. I put it in relationships though. My character notes is like the stuff that I have on me. It's like my inventory. And then my character appearance is stuff that's just about my character and not about the campaign.
And I have a notebook and I use a Google Doc. I have a Google Doc that I put all my like character notes and that kind of stuff, and then I plan my sessions in the notebook.
Watanagawa?
Watanagawa, yeah. Watanagawa, yeah.
Well, at least we'll have somewhere safe to sleep, get our bearings, and well, depending on how that meeting goes, I mean, we might find where this lieutenant is. We might learn more about what's happening, but if they haven't heard from the capital, I'm not too hopeful to see their leadership, much as I would like to. She may be the closest I'm going to get.
I figured the closest we should have got was about 2 miles back.
Well, I was hoping to see an elder somewhere along the way, yes, but you know.
Sorry, they'll just wander around in the open.
All it takes is one conversation to change my mind, but right now, I'm still wishing we'd have turned around.
Well, we'll see what we learn.
But yeah, you guys will start to explore the city. It is Yeshain is very much modeled after the East and China, so that's the architecture and the look of things that you're experiencing, and the people mostly. The human ones, anyways, have that look. But one of the things you'll notice here, there are a lot of Drek. A lot more than you've probably ever seen in one place.
That's where probably some of the Drek we have in the valley come from. They probably come from Yeshain.
Yeah, Yeshain is a draconic homeland. Even going so far as to being part of their pantheon. But, yeah, they also have their own beast races. They do have the most common one you'll see are the fox people. You'll see the skiffin roaming around here. Other than that, there's a lot of humans. You will see some elves, which you don't see a lot of typically, and you will see some halflings. You don't see any dwarves though.
I will tip my hat and like give like respectful bows to elves I pass because of the stories I've heard of them in the Greystone legend. So I have a high opinion of elves.
They'll sort of bow back. But you'll see people going about their days, doing what they can. People don't seem particularly happy in the city, but they're not. It's not misery and squalor. It's actually a surprisingly clean city. You don't see people like coughing in alleyways or anything like that. And if you do, you'll see somebody come showing up pretty quickly. You don't see sick. You don't see trash. You don't see anything like that. You will see a open air farm market that has, they're selling like vermin and things like that to eat, because they're cut off and they don't really have a lot of other options. So it seems like, and they also, you'll see probably the first ever fish farm you've ever seen.
Since friggin' Shoal, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
The last time we were near fresh water.
Yeah, they have a fish farm going. They have things like that. They are creating food. You could tell that there are improvised gardens all over the place that seem pretty recent. They're doing their best.
Any of their food dried? Like for rations, or is it just fresh meat that they have on skewers and stuff?
They dry it. They dry some of it, yeah.
Are there any like public restrooms or anything? Any outhouses?
Privies.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that historically, but I'm going to say yes, because technically
Okay.
you're not in the past.
Well, I'm gonna go take a whiz.
We'll be here in the market for a little bit anyway.
Oh, it's going to go do it in real life. Okay.
Full RP.
There is no real life. Morgus has to pee.
That's fair. What are you guys doing? You going straight to the place they told you to the inn?
I'm gonna buy some rations, and I'm gonna see if there's anyone selling shot and powder. If there's any black powder sellers.
I'm also poking around in the market. I also need to replace some rations, pick up some food, and believe it or not, I want to buy Harzar a gift. I'm gonna go look at the stones and see if there's a good stone in to buy as a gift.
The first thing you will notice is that immediately it's hard to get people to take money. People want stuff.
Oh, I've got
Oh.
stuff.
It's more of a barter situation here. If it's not an essential good that you're trying to get, they might trade for money. If it's like a picture or
Really?
something like that. But if it's food or weapons or armor or anything like that, anything of use, they want something of use in return.
I'm willing to trade my iron pot and my tin cup. Actually, tin cup's worth nothing. Isn't worth it. Food.
It's not worth much.
Not worth much. No. But an iron pot, like a good heavy iron pot with a lid and all that stuff. It's like not rusted, well cared for. It's about 10 silver. So I'm hoping to get some food for it.
Oh yeah, they'll trade you food for that. A finished product like a an iron pot will actually be worth more than you paid for it. So essentially, you could spend 15 silver.
So that means I'll figure out the math on that.
Yeah.
Because I imagine it's like around like a pound of dry meat's around 35 copper or 3.5 silver, give or take.
Yeah, so you could probably get 4 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for the pot, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we were just explaining how money isn't much good here. People want stuff. It's a barter
barter
system.
system.
Yeah. But yeah, what about you, Cedric?
I want a gym first of all, so they may be willing to trade money for that, right?
Possibly, yeah.
I want to go see what kind of gyms they have here. You know, what kind of. I assume the gyms are different from region to region, and I'm looking for something that sort of speaks to this region, something that Harzar could bring back and be like, "Look, I brought back a knick-knack paddywhack from that place," but also something that's nice enough to say thank you.
They have the ultimate giftable gemstone,
Yeah, let's get that.
which is jade.
It's made of glass. Oh, that
Jade?
is a great gift.
No. Jade is actually, for the record, you're not supposed to buy jade for yourself. You're only ever supposed to buy it as a gift for someone else.
I didn't know that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I will get him a jade stone that's just cut in a cool looking way, but nothing that's like unaffordably cut. Just something that looks cool. Cool looking jade stone.
It'd be very easy to find a dragon.
Find a dragon?
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Like to buy?
Like a jade, like a small jade dragon. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Little dragon shape. Yeah.
It'll be like a little. It'll be like a skipping.
Ooh, do they have one that's bad and it looks more like a drac orc? Like the stone's not quite cut as right and the head's a little more round.
There, you for not too much money, you get like a little round stone that is kind of like a dragon, like etched into it, and it's jade. It looks like it's meant. The shopkeeper will be like, it'll bring luck. They keep it in their pocket.
Good. It's meant for a man who needs more luck.
I abandoned trying to buy black powder, by the way, because there's no way. That's fairly expensive to begin with. And I
It
don't
is
have
fairly
anything to
expensive to
trade
begin
for
with,
it.
and it is still valuable.
How much do they want for this thing? I didn't pay for it yet.
You didn't pay for it yet. I'll say
That's why you shoot them with your crossbow.
10 gold would get this, probably. Be alright.
10 gold I can do.
It's not a very big piece of jade, so it's not too expensive.
10 gold I can do. Cool. Thanks for doing business. I'm gonna gift wrap it up, put it in a little bag, put a little thank you for saving that guy's life note on there, and explain to you that it's a big deal that we kill bad stuff and save good stuff, and so that's real good, and that's awesome of you.
The interesting thing you'll notice about this gem store is that obviously they've been forced to adapt to the new economy. So he sold you that for gold, but they have other things like gemstone cutting tools and things like that, like more practical.
Oh, shit. I need that. I'll trade him some jewelry and 6 silver. I've got 1 silver ring, 3 bronze rings. I'll throw in 6 silver for some of his used jewelry identification stuff. Some of his old crap, so I can appraise stuff.
Okay, yeah. He'll look at it and like kind of reluctantly be like, okay, yeah, this stuff's probably worth more.
Cool.
You have any more? You have any more metal? There's a big value for metal right now.
I'm wearing a crown, but it's not for sale. I have this melted black dwarven crown from the Lost Kingdom of Morgton still. I have this black melted wrought iron crown around my head, and like
he looks at it, but he doesn't ask for it specifically.
It's not for sale. I'll start like looking around on my body to see what else I have on me, and I pull out 6 jars of dirt. And I'm like, I don't suppose you want any grave dirt?
Magical component for some people.
From the grave of a lich,
It's,
sealed away for 1,000 years or more.
He'll shoo you out of the store and be like, no, thank you.
I didn't think so.
And you'll he lights some sage immediately and starts following you out the door.
Can I trade stuff?
Yeah, what would you like?
I'm in the market for like a long sword or something, but really all I have is this this Yeshain captain signet ring. I don't know what that would fetch me.
Ooh. Hoo 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 hoo.
What is that?
You really gonna bust that out and try to sell that in, Yeshain?
Yeah. Yep.
It's metal.
I have this gift from my grandfather, who is a captain in the Yeshain army.
Give me a deception check. Communication. He'll look at you. You don't say.
Yes.
I don't buy.
Oh, sorry.
He's just gonna say, I don't buy stolen goods.
Ah, fuck. I don't really have anything else. I mean, I might have gold. I don't know if I haven't ever spent any gold on anything. But you said money doesn't matter, so.
Money doesn't really matter here, no.
Well then.
If you offered a lot, maybe, but it would be well over
So-
market value.
I'd be giving you an imaginary number because I don't know how much gold I have, but I've literally never spent money on anything.
What's your background?
Whatever the poorest background is, probably.
You probably like a handful of silver.
Yeah. I mean, I could say I guess I could have looted the town before I left.
I've
And
paid you
then-
gold, haven't I?
I started
Probably.
with
Yeah.
beans for gold. I started with nothing, and I was up to like 24, but now I'm back down to 9. But you should be around the 20 mark for sure.
Would 20 gold get me a sword?
I would think for sure.
20
around
gold?
20.
Yeah, they'd probably say fuck it and do it.
Okay, yeah, I'll take it.
It's a lot
Is
of
there a
money.
place to...
Yeah. Most of Fantasy Age measured in silver. Very few stuff is gold measured.
How about this for your discretion?
Oh, it's just a bunch of silver. Holy crap, that's gold. That's
I'll
a lot of
take- I'll take all
gold.
the Pleasure doing business with you, guy. You want a sword? Why do you want a sword?
Tale of such mages to dabble in the art of sword magery, and I don't know, I could use a new hobby.
A new specialization, perhaps.
Excellent.
What is that? Is that
Oh, hey,
medicated?
Corbinian. Don't forget to add Lucky Jade Trinket to your inventory.
I did.
Smart man.
Yeah, but he'll give you a longsword if that's what you want.
I guess just like a basic longsword.
It's nice. It's not bad. It's not a bad longsword. Actually,
What
it's
is
more of a. It's done in the Chinese style. If you see, it's a double bladed sword. It has a tassel on the hilt.
Cool for a little whip action. So
Oh,
where
the
would
long, thin ones.
Yeah, so it's one of the longer, thin ones. It's not one of the ones that bends, but I mean,
Wow.
it bends a little bit, but it's like a Japanese broadsword or a Chinese broadsword. Sorry,
So I'd say Yeshainish broadsword.
Yeshain broadsword. Yeah,
And what would that? What's the damage gonna look like on that bad boy?
it's the same as the longsword.
And what would that be?
Okay, let me 1 sec. I have
I'm there.
longsword.
Light blades.
What is that? 97.
2d6.
2d6. Strength min of 1.
2d6 plus anything or
Plus strength.
plus strength?
Yeah. Do you have a minimum strength of 1?
No, but it's for what I'm trying to do. When I get to do it, I'll be proficient with it immediately.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then plus rolling bonus. Probably don't have a rolling bonus. Okay, cool.
Yes, sir. But yeah, you guys do your shopping. Is there anything else you want to do before you head to the inn?
I just get my bearings before I head back to the inn. Like walk around, get a feel of what the town's like, and then head to the inn. Like I'm not doing the whole city, but like being familiar with the area around the inn.
You'll walk around. There's a lot of guards patrolling. There's a lot of people being miserable. You definitely notice some criminal activity here. There are some street gangs there's some areas that you avoid. You're just like, oh, like those guys are guarding that alleyway.
Yeah,
There's some of that
that's
going
someone's
on.
turf.
Yeah. You'll get the vibe of the city. And yeah, it has a lot of the big city problems that are compounded by essentially a siege. It is a city under siege, more or less.
Yeah.
But yeah, the three of you will head to where you were told the inn is. It is a standalone building, a large, beautiful building. about 3 stories tall, kind of elevated on a hill towards the back of this city. And yeah, there'll be a large sign hanging out front of a white dragon.
Does it have blue eyes or?
You know what? Yeah, it's got blue eyes. The blue eyes white dragon in. Yeah,
Blue eyes
there
Oh,
you
white
go.
dragon?
yeah.
Don't mind the drip. But you'll enter the inn.
Place looks pretty nasty.
There'll be some other people in there. There aren't. You don't notice a lot of travelers. A lot of people that are sleeping on the floors and stuff are more refugee style. But there are some rooms. The innkeeper will look at you guys. It is an older man. Oh hey, how's it going? I haven't seen you here before.
We just came from the south, and I have a paper for you. And I fish out the note and hold it out to them.
He'll look at it. Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely. And he'll plop down some keys for you guys.
Whereabouts do these lead?
He'll give you directions to your rooms. I have you on the 2nd floor.
Good.
Things
It'll
are
be-
better to the south.
I was
but
going to
not for
ask.
long.
Yeah. Not for long, you think? Is this madness spreading?
It hasn't made it as far as Koath, but we've seen signs in Shoal.
Sure.
Yeah.
Of course. Well, we can only hope things get better, I guess. He'll shake it off. But yeah, dinner's at, 8 o'clock. Breakfast in the morning. Bathrooms are this way. You can ask for a hot bath. We still have some supplies. We do the best we can. But if the captain has given you this writ, then you must be worthy of some of these supplies. So yeah, absolutely.
Do you have anyone who can launder clothes?
Yes, of course. He'll call somebody. A halfling woman will show up and ask for your clothes. What you got for me?
Well, I'll have some for you in a moment. I have to. One, if you have some sort of
You just leave
change
them
of clothes I can
outside.
grab from you.
You just leave them
Yeah.
outside your room.
Yeah. Much appreciated.
No problem.
It's been a bit since I've had a chance to get my clothes laundered. I'm covered in travel dust, and other things. So you might need to get a little thorough with bleaching agents.
She'll kind of narrow her eyes at you as she's looking at the dirt she has to clean. She's like, ugh. Okay, whatever you say, man. I'll do my job well.
Some of that
I-
dirt's blood. And
I-
some
I-
of that blood's not ours.
I figured. Yeah.
I reach out for their hands,
For her hands,
as if to shake them.
she'll back away. We don't do that anymore.
Oh well, I was going to be subtle about it, but I'll reach into my. I produce a silver, 2 silver, and I hold them out to her for your trouble.
Thanks. She'll take it. But yeah, we don't shake hands in this city these days.
That's actually, I lied to you. I hand her a gold coin because I just realized I don't have anything. I don't have smaller coins.
She'll look
I
at,
won't be able to
wow.
change any of it.
Can you break a 10?
If I
You break
survive
100.
this, if we survive this siege, I'll be rich. Thanks.
No, for your trouble. Like I said, I realize how dirty these are. So
You mean to tell me that money's worthless here?
Not completely, but I mean, for
Where's all the extra
necessities.
money?
I
I
mean,
give you a look like I'm worried.
it hasn't gone anywhere. I don't imagine so. People probably still have their
You,
savings.
I'm gonna look to you two guys while she's easily here within earshot. Can you imagine how much money must be in the bank here? All these people must have brought all this coin and it became worthless. This is a treasure hoard. We've got to go look at this bank before we leave.
I'm going upstairs.
They don't even need the money. It's still good elsewhere.
Here's your key.
Do you have any quests?
The
may
innkeeper?
Yeah, that's who you go to in Skyrim for quests and shit.
We can talk about that later.
Would you
He'll
like to
just
see
die.
what items I have for sale?
As he
Would
looks
you
at
like
the
to see-
clock.
Wait, they
But-
have clocks?
You guys are at the White Dragon, in the city of Watanagawa. Watanagawa, sorry.
Cowabunga, bro.
That is where we're gonna leave this session. We talked about it earlier for everyone watching. We started a little late, so we skipped our break, and we're just gonna end a little early for a nice, clean 2-hour session. But hey, that was it for tonight. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for being here for our affiliate anniversary.
I think it's our third birthday. I think
our
everyone's
third
here for
birthday.
our... That's awesome.
This many. Yeah, this is Fantasy Age from Green Ronin Publishing 2nd edition. You can get all the books that I use to craft these games and all the books the players use to make their characters at greenronistore.com. You can use the code Fresh Out the Box at checkout to get 5% off your entire order, no matter what you order, including physical books and merchandise. And we get some of that. So, yeah, help out the channel, help out yourself. And, yeah, I've been the Board Game Guru, Game Master Extraordinaire, Jahananan.
We do get some of that, so let me tell you again. Let me remind you, if he didn't remind you, but he did, so let me remind you again. Go to greenronin.com, the store. Go to the store, check it out. Look at your favorite books. Buy a book for yourself. Christmas is coming up. Buy a book for a friend. Christmas is coming up. Buy a book for a relative. Christmas is coming up. Buy some PDFs. Christmas is coming up. So go ahead, put all that in your cart. Use the Fresh Out the Box discount code. We get paid. You save money. Green Ronin gets paid. It's a small company, so you're helping people that we actually know. You're affecting the lives of us and our friends, and that's awesome, and we appreciate all your love and support. So thank you guys. It means a lot to us.
Are there any holidays coming up they could buy stuff from Green Ronin for?
Yeah, dude, Christmas is coming up.
Okay, cool.
Also, you could buy 7 copies, one for each night of Hanukkah. I'm not sure how Kwanzaa works, but you could probably get one for Kwanzaa. I'm not sure if they do gifting or whatnot. 3 Kings Day comes after that. That's kind of an old Mexican holiday they don't really celebrate anymore. But if you want to celebrate it, you can. You could buy 3 books on 3 Kings Day. You could get a frankincense book, an incense book, and a myrrh book. Those are the best ones to get right now. Yeah, Corbinian's giving me a weird look. I'm Casualty
Because you
CDG.
forgot about Boxing Day.
You didn't forget. I almost said Boxing Day.
Sorry. Did forget about Boxing Day. That's right. We lived in Texas, right? I live in New Mexico, so I know these Mexican holidays better than I know your Canadian holidays. They're not real to me. Happy Halloween. Buy one for Halloween. Buy one to give to trick-or-treaters. Buy 30 and give them out instead of candy. People will be like, oh, that guy's awesome. He's just giving out books all night.
Yeah, buy them now and give them out 2 days ago.
Time travel.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
Fresh out the podcast. Fresh out the box.
I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbinian. You can follow me here on Twitch under Corbinian, and you can find out the various things I stream, such as friggin' Fantasy Age, the game we're playing, 2nd edition, historical fantasy, Napoleonic warfare stuff. Going to war, bad things are happening, or good things if you think of it a different way. Also, some Fallout 2D20, some Star Trek 2D20, lots of stuff to find there. You can also follow me under Electric Bet CHSR at Electric Bet CHSR over on X, and there's links to other places I have as well. So I hope to see you in another time and another place, hopefully here.
I've been Kian. Check me out wherever you've listened to your music. KIYAHN. That's KIY. Always hate Nazis. I'm also like getting over myself, and I'm starting to post on TikTok every day, and that's at King Kian. I just put out a little cover. That's why I was so late to the session today. Sorry about that. Won't happen again. But yeah, thanks for getting fresh and getting out of that box.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Stay fresh.
Bye.